This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Sixth position. He was up there inside the top 5 a couple of laps ago. He's now been kicked back to 12th. That'll happen all day long. You're going to go forward, you're going to go backwards. It's the way the draft works.
Yeah, with that Comer and Gore thing, you know, we talked about in the pre-race show. Got a smoker down on the apron coming up on the track.
Almirola. Eric Almirola spins and gets out of harm's way, it looks like. One of the Earnhardt Ganassi cars. And we're under caution for the first time today.
I want to change tires right now.
Oh, boy. He tried to stay off Jamie McMurray. Reagan got in him.
Reagan's done that a couple of times this week.
When that happens right in front of about a third of the field, you're in
trouble. Front straightaway, Joey Logano pounds the safer barrier at the inside of the entrance to pit road. And it's a hard hit for the 18-year-old from Middletown, Connecticut. He had been doing so well from the back. He'd climbed up to 27th position as of a lap ago, but something sent that car out of line and hard into the wall.
I'm going to tell you, that was a hard lick, but Mike, you mentioned it. Safer barrier on the inside there coming into the tri-oval.
See what happens here. I got a feeling that
he tried to stay off of Scott Speed in the 82, and he drove down in front of Greg Biffle. But look at that hard lick there.
I love it that they finally put the safer barrier there. That used to be a dirt bank several years ago.
Coming to 120 laps, 300 miles of 500. In the 51st Daytona 500, David Stremme was running 10th and appeared like he was headed for pit road when the right rear tire exploded. But Stremme has made repairs and is back on track. Sorensen driving the famed number 43 that Richard Petty took to victory lane here 7 times.
And all of those cars are cars that had made green flag stops prior to that caution. Boy, Brian Vickers, Dale Earnhardt Jr., that ain't going to work, boys.
Vickers hard. Here we go. Kyle Busch, the dominant car of the day, in the wall.
That was wrong.
And 10 cars sliding, slamming into the infield.
Jimmy Johnson, totally uncalled for. Totally.
I don't care who you are. That was just wrong.
Caution is out. McMurray was a contender. He's all torn up. And the dominant car of the day, that of Kyle Busch, is a victim of this pileup.
It's a little frustrated.
All right, there's Brian Vickers. There's Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88, right up there at the front on the inside. Coming off 2 down the back straightaway. Jr. gets a good run.
Vickers puts a little block on him. And then you be the judge.
Let's reiterate the rule. You are not allowed to advance your position below the yellow line. If you are forced below the yellow line, you must come back up and blend in.
Vickers puts the block on him, and then Jr. just turns right back into the racetrack, right in the left rear, Brian Vickers.
Saw a similar situation like that yesterday in the nationwide race.
And the results are a good 8 to 10 race cars torn up.
A lot of cars have been able to do that.
Now what's going to be interesting is we have a battle right here between Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88, Jimmy Johnson, his teammate in the 48. Both those cars a lap down, both of them fighting for the free pass.
Tony Stewart back up in the mix behind the 2 Petty cars.
Owner, driver, but he has said that when he is at the racetrack, when he arrives Thursday night or Fridays, he is the driver. He is a driver while he's at the track 3 days a week. He doesn't have to be an
crash
owner
out of turn 2. Paul Menard hits the wall hard, and that wreck actually started about 10 cars in front of Menard. A black and yellow car, may have been Jeff Burton, got into the wall in 2, and everybody backed up from there. Let's start this going off into turn 1.
We'll see a car. I think it's
there's Menard.
There's Menard, but it's I think the car that got in trouble is Burton right here. I think he goes up and almost, yeah, see, he gets into the 78. They make contact. You see parts flying off of the back of Burton's car there.
Oh,
the 31, and
Menard's
Menard
a victim.
just tried to get by and didn't quite make it.
Aggressive there to gain himself some racing room. And here comes Harv, the winner 2 years ago, up into 3rd place.
The man that started back in 38th position. This is a backup car, but it's a car that's been the victory lane here during Speed Weeks. Won the Budweiser shootout with that very car.
Elliott Sadler is challenged for the lead by Matt Kenseth and Kevin Harvick.
I believe these guys put a big old clock on their dash, and they wind her up, and it's supposed to hit midnight about the end of the race.
Now, if Matt Kenseth can bring them all the way back around and lead a lap. Oh, here we go.
There he goes.
Almirola goes off the nose of Casey Kane.
Hang on to her, brother.
Get break. Break there.
Man, it gets crowded back there. Goodness.
Caution.
Kenseth changes his mind. He was going to go inside, starts back outside. He runs up on the back of.
Yeah, what a stack up.
Yeah,
right
I mean,
there.
it's just, they're just all wadded up right there. He gets hit from behind by
Sam Hornish.
Sam Hornish, shoots him to the left about the time that the 43 cars come along.
Or the Casey Kane,
the 9 cars come.
The race has officially been declared final. It is over. So Matt Kenseth, Jack Roush, there is your Daytona 500 winner in the 51st running of the Great American Race, the 2009 champ. Matt Kenseth in a backup car, slipping through for the lead, and now the victory in the rain-shortened Daytona 500. And our Steve Burns is down there. Steve?
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.